Alrighty, everyone. How's it going, everyone? My name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to my live stream. Today, we're going to be covering Super Mario World. It's been a game I've been wanting to do for a while, but haven't found the right opportunity for it. So, why don't we do this? We did Kirby last time. Let's do Mario this time, and then, yeah, we'll see what else we got. We already did Yoshi's Island, which is technically Super Mario World 2, so we're going backwards and doing this one now. Anyways, let's get started. Controls are not the same as the SNES version for the Pro Controller, so it might take a little bit of time to get used to the controls on the Switch here. I'm used to playing this on the SNES, so... Anyways, guess we'll start a new play file, so... Welcome, this is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Boozer is at it again. Darn him. We're in Yoshi's Island. Alrighty. I think I got used to the controls already. Clearly in Dinosaur Land. Yeah! I remember some things. Get that Yoshi coin. Boink. Do 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 do. Hello. Uh-oh. I got it. Don't worry, guys. I know what I'm doing. For the most part. You can't get me. Alrighty, on to the first secret. Not secret. Let's get the Switch. Yellow Switch Palace! Well, hello, Emerald. Got him. Hey, we got 5 people here. What's up, y'all? Do me a favor and hit that likey like button. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, it's going. Haha. Hey, it's a Joshi. Gotcha. Alright. So far, so good. I hungry. Goodbye, Joshy. Never mind, I'm back. Come on, Monty. Get eaten. Yep. I remember where this pipe is. Hey, Emilio. Got him. Got him. 40. I am doing okay. Well, we made it partway through Yoshi's Island. Alrighty. Gotcha. Eat that coin. Aha. I still got it. Oh, did I miss a Joshi cookie or coin? I guess so. Oh well. All right. One more area and then we're at the castle already. Yep. Hey, cactus. Got him. Joshy is hungry. No! That was close. Boink. Alrighty, bonus time. Dang it. I missed. I got one. Yoshi's expression, how so? On the box art? This looks like a Josh to me. It's kind of neat. Oh. Whoa. Alright, just hang back. Close, wasn't it? I was gonna say, I think he's gone. We saved a Joshy egg. Thank you. Let's blow up that castle. I defeated the demented Iggy Koopa on a Castle 1 and rescued Joshy's friend who was still trapped in an egg. Together they now travel to Donut Land. Alright, let's go to Donut Land. Dang it, I think I screwed up. Well. Sorry, Joshy, I gotta get rid of you. Whoops. Man, now I'm making some clumsy mistakes here. Yeah, for sure. Take that. Ah, this. Dang it. Dang it. Whatever. Did it. Come on, give me the room to do this. Dang it. Every time. Get eaten. Did it. Sorry, Joshy. Trick shot. Come on, I pressed that button, you know it, but of course, lag input. Come on. Uh-oh. Yep. In other words, hey, coin. Get out of here. Did it. No, unfortunately, I don't think I have, like, I gotta have the cape. Come on, bro. It's called Secrets Emerald, and this game is full of them. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Trying to remember how to do this. Well, clearly that's not how you do it. There are secret paths all over the place in this game. I don't even think I found all of them, to be honest with you. I get close to 100%, but I can't quite get it. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. So I remember correctly. That's not how you do it. Should I just beat it normally, or? Yeah, I don't think I can beat it. I did that again. I keep freaking out as soon as I see the ghost. What's this way? Hello. Oh, hello. I need that. Get out of the way. Yeah, I don't think I can complete this one yet. At least not the way I want to. I can at least do this, right? This one's a tough. No, not necessarily tough, but. Hello? Bro, what? The game froze up locked up on me? That was weird. The game straight up locked up on me. That was weird. Unfortunately, this version has got a few issues. Much like the NSO games. It's got some lag input issues. Hi, I'm Poofy Mario. Yes. The one thing that I don't like about NSO is that there tends to be some pretty... There's a delay. It's called lag input. I'd say the N64 has got it the worst, but yeah. Maybe when we get Switch 2, maybe they'll fix that issue. Alright. Look at that, we just skipped a part of the level. We'll go back. Because there's something pretty neat over there. I kind of... hello. Hello, Take Two Studios. You stole my name. My name's Mitch also. Well, I didn't really steal it. I was named that. By the way, hello. Mine's with 2 L's. Well, that makes us different now, doesn't it? Fuzzies. "40 years of Mayro," yeah. Technically, if you want to be technical, more than that, but yeah. 40 years of Super Mario. Technically, we started with Jumpman, which then became Mario Bros. Then we got Super Mario Bros. It all started with freaking Donkey Kong. Wow. Okay, whatever. Wow, I jumped right into that. Oh, done already. Haha! Now, if I really wanted to, I could probably finish up and go right to the castle. But we're gonna go back because we got some places to go to over this way. Also, I gotta go and unlock a certain area, so we're gonna go all the way back here, actually. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, Donkey Kong which was supposed to be a Popeye game. Jumpman, technically, but yeah. And I screwed up. Dang it. Oh, that was close. Haha. And I screwed up again. Whoa, hello, buddy. Nope, you can't do that. That's naughty. Wink. Alright, time for another bonus. Okay. Pre-order Switch 2 with Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Nice. Only got one again. Thank you, I'm 40. I feel like a kid again. Nice. Okay, this one might be... Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. You want to go? Nope. He didn't want to go. Yeah, sometime, you know... It comes to Nintendo. Okay, this one might actually be tricky. Maybe I can't... Oh, this can be done, but it's got to be really careful. I did it. Green Switch Palace. Hello. Ready for this? Y'all ain't ready for this. I'm done. I don't need the extra lives. I got 23 already. Well, if they do re-releases, maybe do a better job this time around. Did you not hear what I said? I said I hope they do a better job this time around with a re-release or whatever. For starters, yeah, I probably shouldn't make stuff like that limited. Also, if you're gonna do something like that, probably make it, you know, a proper remaster. Make it worth the price. Yeah, they should not have done it. And now it caused scalping with it too, which, yeah, it's not good. Alright, let's do this first and foremost. If you know, you know. Well, we did it. We found the top secret area. I disagree, good sir. I think that it doesn't really matter what they were priced back then. They should not have been priced the way they were. I think it should have been $40, and that's at best. Because A, they didn't really fix up the games. And those games kind of just were ported, which, yeah. A game like Super Mario Sunshine has a lot of issues, so it'd be kind of nice if you fix that issues. Which they didn't. Number one. And I would argue that by this point, the value of like a game like Super Mario 64 in that type of format is definitely not worth the $60. Just saying. I would argue $40, and that's being generous. Look, if Crash and Spyro can release their first three games remastered completely and it'd be $40, and there's no reason that Mario can't do the same. Dang it. That was cool. Gotta love how had a little bit of delay there, so that was cool. Yeah, well. We can do that. Huh, you missed me. Come on, stop with the stupid lag delay. Ugh. This is what happens when I try to read YouTube comments and play. Actually, what am I doing? That's the thing, is like you can just pretty much have infinite lives in this game. Okay, another counter to your argument, even if it was in, pandemic times, you could still, push it back a little bit, even if it's not making the anniversary deadline. If you want to do that, give it a little bit more time and then release it, then it probably would have had a good public reception. Also, don't time gate it. That was not cool. Yeah, because I still remember that being a huge controversy. Oh, and another thing too. It also wouldn't hurt if you, put Galaxy 2 on there as well. It not being included was decisions, to say the least. I'm gonna once again disagree with you because again, Spyro Crash $40 remakes completely remastered. Literally cheaper than what the 3D All-Stars was, but it being 3 games, especially one from the N64 era, yeah, no. $60 is kind of unacceptable for that. And I'm being generous with the $40. Some people argue $30, but now if you remastered it, okay, maybe I can. Well, I'm using it as an example, Emerald. And regardless of it being another company, it's kind of true. That kind of is a problem I have with Nintendo. They tend to have this issue where a lot of their games don't really decrease in price unless it's like a specific time of year. Which by that point, it's games that people already have, and I've sold millions by then, so it's like, okay. Yeah, okay. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, like, the game's going to $70 was kind of something that I saw coming. What I didn't see coming, however, was Mario Kart World being $80. That kind of where things got a little bit outrageous. Let's be real. Should not have been that expensive, and these ghosts need to get out of here. Yeah. Nintendo being the ones to start the $80 trend is not a good sign. I think it's more so like variable pricing. I don't really buy that argument. It'd be a different story if maybe that Mario Kart World Direct, offered something that kind of made it worth the $80. I mean, I'm kind of more so against corporate decisions that are kind of crappy. More than anything. I mean, I'm not defending, like, Microsoft or Sony for their crappy decisions either. Like, Xbox doing that kinda sets another bad precedent, because then now the only one that hasn't said anything is Sony. They're the only ones that haven't been like, yep, we're pricing it at $80, but, that's coming now. I just find it ironic that Nintendo was the first ones to do it. Boink! Did it. I wonder if I should do the whole Star Wars order. Wait. I think I'll wait. I wouldn't say other companies have been way worse. Certain companies, yeah, for sure. But I don't think we should give Nintendo a pass whenever they do something crappy. It also should be said that I do like some of the dev teams in Nintendo. Company-wise, not really. Corporation-wise, no. Right, I agree with that. If I find something really morally reprehensible, then yeah, probably won't support it. I want to say you can go up here, but it's kind of hard to pull off. Oh, never mind, I pulled it off. And again, it's not like I totally hate like everything Nintendo does. That'd be kind of weird since I'm, you know, streaming a Nintendo game. I do have things that I like. It's just corporations, not really. At the end of the day, corporations be corporations and tend to not make good decisions from time to time, or anti-consumer decisions. That's also not like, you know, Nintendo's the only one I'm just sit here and criticize when it comes to like some newer stuff. Not really too fond of some decisions Sony has made as of late. Specifically when it comes to like their exclusives or their lack thereof for their system. It's been kind of depressing. We need to do something about that. At least Astrobot is good. And then I'm not a big fan of like stuff like Microsoft shutting down studios, pretending they're like Activision or something. I wonder if I can pull this off. It might be a little tricky to pull off, but we'll try it. Oh man. I don't think I can. It wasn't worth it anyways. Yeah, Activision has kind of done a lot of, what's the word, milking of franchises. Remember Guitar Hero? And it was fine when it first released, but then every year they had to come up with a new edition, and then I had Rock Band edition and stuff like that. Got a little over excessive with that. Did the same thing with Tony Hawk, and their current cash cow is Call of Duty, which releases a game every single year and it sells in the boatloads. So they have no reason to like stop that, despite the fact that it's essentially the same game with like maybe some slight tweaks here and there. You know, it'd be a little different if, you know, Call of Duty came out, you know, like every couple of years, but like every year it's like, come on now. Morton Cooper Jr. Castle number 2 is now just a memory. Oh, but he's dead. Then he just comes back. Next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. What traps await Mayro in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? Back when she was Toadstool. You know, I used to kind of like Call of Duty back in the day. Because it was, you know, historical. Then it became not historical. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, Call of Duty. Me too. I have lots of friends that are into it. This can be done, but we'd probably need to have Joshy here for this, but I guess I'm gonna have to just complete the level normally, right? Guess I'm gonna have to get good old Joshy next time. Personally, I prefer Halo. First 3 Halo games were great. Reach is okay, and then after that, it kinda took a little bit of a downturn. Oh, crud. Did not mean for that to happen. Technically, no, it hasn't been dormant. We just got a new game. I think back in 21, I believe, it was Halo Infinite. Which I think was the 6th game in the series. Well, I guess in the main canon. Even though Reach is a prequel, I believe. Well, there's nothing I could do. Once again, proving the lag input in this game. Ah. $2021? That's only been 4 years, bro. I think it came out in late 21. Do I need to look this up? Who's messaging me? Oh. Halo Infinite came out at the end of 21, so it's been about three and a half years. I wouldn't say that's dormant. I'd say it's been maybe a little bit. And they've been stretching out their releases more as time has went on. Don't message me, bro. And guess what? I'm not looking anymore. Hello, Sharon. And I now direct Emerald to answer all your questions. Thank you, Emerald. I appreciate it. Thanks, Joshy. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. You know, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link got canceled. Yeah, I heard about that. Man, they can't. Kingdom Hearts fans can't catch a break. How can you get more lives quicker? Hack. Top secret area. Wow, I did it like that. I don't want to play football with you. Yeah, whatever. Do you like Kingdom Hearts? I think it's a neat concept. I've never had an opportunity to play it though. You get to play as Sora. And your companions are Donald and Goofy. Yuck. How long have we been streaming? Almost an hour. Oof. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. What? Bro, I landed on his head. Why did I die? That was dumb. Let me go back and get my infinite lives. We get a new Kingdom trailer this year. That's on Square Enix. This is a hacked version. That being said, if I hack this, why can't I play it right? The animated Final Fantasy 9 is not gonna happen. I was unaware that the studio behind it went through bankruptcy. That was kind of news to me. It sounds like it's not dead yet. There's a video I posted if you look in the news thing that talks about it. It looks like it's probably going to a different studio. It sounds like it might go to it'll be a situation where it goes to another studio that bids for it. and then they might proceed with it. They could scrap it and like change it up, try something new with it. But the concept art and everything for it leaked, so we know what the series would be about. Hello. I'm going on vacation this Tuesday. Nice. Alrighty, it's May. Leaving early. I usually don't do my vacations until like July or August. If I can actually do vacations. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for a vacation this year. Dang it, dude. Joshy. Okay. Aha. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-huh. The hope is that another studio can get it and either release it or something. Unfortunately, it's in limbo now. Until they can figure their stuff out. I thought this was a... I thought for sure you could go down this pipe. I guess not. I guess it was a trick. Ha 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 ha. I'm flying. Maybe this is the one that you can go in, maybe? Hello. Who cares? Let's just keep going. So I may not be here for episode 97, 98 review of Pokemon Horizons. You are fine, Sharon. Streams will be up for you to watch after they're done. You can make your comments in those, or you can put them... Oh, I would recommend putting them in the stream. Actually, that's exactly where it needs to go. I don't know what I'm saying. This article was released back in March. Yeah, I was not aware of it until today. Because I decided at some point, like, hey, I wonder if there's any updates to that. And that was my update. I found that out. I didn't really have the time back then to look into stuff like this, so kind of came as a surprise to me. But now that we have the concept, we know that it was actually going to be a sequel animated series. Starring Vivi's 6 sons. Which, interesting. I don't know how I feel about that still. I mean, I guess it makes sense since it's like, well, you'd just be like redoing the games at that point, and you already have a story, just play the game. Especially if it's being remade or remastered or whatever they're planning on doing. It's been teased for like, what, 4 years now? 3, 4 years? 5 years? I lost track of time. This is easy. It became a Kirby game, a modern Kirby game. What? Anyways, what's up, Devin? I will be here for the 100th episode review. Dang, already almost at episode 100 of Horizon. That's crazy. I believe I looked it up. A quick Google search will get me that. Although some stuff is like old. I don't think I think, yeah. can go down this way, but I don't know if there's anything. And I don't think I can do it unless I want to become Small Mario. You can also find it on Reddit too. That's another source, technically. Oh, I had to sacrifice my feather, so hopefully it was worth it. I think the series will be 145 episodes. We'll see. You know, now that Gen 10 has been kind of stretched out into next year, its release, you know, the series could probably go on until like late 26 if it wants to. I finished the comic. I just got to do the cover. Nice. That's good. Congrats. Like, do you think they'll end the Horizon series? They'll reference Gen Tough stuff? Maybe. Oh, you didn't know that Persona has an anime? I've known that for a minute. It was on my feed randomly a while back. I'm like, oh, nice. One day I will get into Persona. One day. I see you, Joker. Whoa! That was close, wasn't it? Don't know how I avoided that, actually. Well, didn't avoid that one. Alright, hold on, y'all. Gotta fight the Reznors. Totally not a reference to Trent Reznor from the band 9 Inch Nails. Have you heard Gen 10 was never going to come out this year? But what if it did? There was a guy on the other Discord I'm part of that was insisting that it was coming out this year and was literally making fun of people for thinking it wasn't. And then when it didn't get revealed, he moved the goalpost and said, oh, it's coming out in February for the 30th anniversary. Check this post, guys. When we get the information that the next Pokemon presents. People are like, alright, we're gonna bookmark this and yeah, we'll see how wrong you are. Like I said a while back, I wanted Legends ZA to be the focus this year. I didn't really want a Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet situation over again. We don't need that happening ever again. Please and thanks. Brother has one of the games. Nice. There are Triceratops named Reznor. Totally not named after frontman Trent Reznor of the band 9 Inch Nails. Totally not a reference to that. Goodbye, Joshy. It was nice knowing you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to not, I'm gonna need to get that red switch because that's gonna be kind of problematic. Alright, I'll read chat in a second. I kinda need to focus on my platforming. Please bear with me, it gets a little bit tricky here. Some of the secret levels get kinda hard. Oh, boy, that was close. Almost lost myself. I also need a bathroom break here in a minute. Alright, anyways, looking at Link Pokemon Horizon should have Lake over Dot and I'll go to the Kalos region and show off the new characters from ZA. If they decide to adapt that far, yeah. Maybe. This year of time, of course, Legend ZA was going to be the focus since it barely had anything out. Would have been a different story if maybe it got like a release date for like early this year or something. But luckily, they seem to be taking their time now, because I think they're starting to maybe realize that probably shouldn't put out games in a very subpar state. And although I think Legends Arceus was probably the best game we've gotten this whole era for Switch, it was still kind of rough around the edges itself. What? That was weird. It like threw me off. There's some weird things going on. I just want to go through that and then be done with this. Anyways, let me read your comments again. Joshy died. You are my special. Oh. Well, don't mind me with my 1,000,000 lives. I didn't realize I have 53, so it's like, at a certain point, it's like, as soon as you get this, it doesn't matter if you die a bunch. It's just like, well, I lost a bunch of lives. Time to go in here and refresh like 50 lives. I just want to get this one level done, and I'm gonna go and complete this area. In fact, actually, wait a second. No, we're gonna do this really quickly. Let's get this secret out of the way. And then after that, I gotta use the restroom because I've been holding my pee for a little while, and I gotta release the pee. Yeah, the Yoshi looks kind of bugged out. I could go to the bathroom now, but I'm willing to hold it for just a little bit longer. Oh, my bladder isn't gonna explode anytime soon, so, well, goodbye, Joshy. You were somewhat useful, and that was very weird because I should have totally hit it, but again, I keep forgetting lag input is a thing, and that's been kind of throwing me off this whole time. I'm trying to remember where it's at. I think it's coming up. No. Whatever. Yeah, we're not redoing this, please. I'm not wasting my time with that. Yeah, who cares? Now this will be fun! Whoa. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. I will be back in a moment. Give me like a minute. Go ahead and, chat in the chat. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? Wow, you all left. I just said I was going away for 2 minutes. Do you like creepy pastas? Depends. I have read some. Some interesting ones, though. But let's maybe, not go into like too explicit creepypastas. Ben Drowned creepypasta? I'm not familiar. In PG terms, can you describe it? Okay. Yeah, Emerald, I'm shaking in my boots. But, well, just make sure it's, stream appropriate. Alright, Joshy. Whoa! How far can I take you? Oh, hello. Can I make this jump? Ooh! We can skip half the level by doing this. Oh, halfway point. Halfway point, though. Well, you served your purpose, Yoshi. These things are getting a little on the excessive side. Come on, bro. Oh, hello. I did come to this level before, but I died. We didn't finish it. Remember? Huh? 2. Do you know the creepypasta Mario the Smile Dog username 666? Not familiar. No, not quite. Well, I'm not gonna go any further because we'd be skipping castle number 3. Alright, so we'll do this one again. Ugh. Yay, I lost my ability. Huh. I thought you did be. Do you know about the Pokemon Lavender Town syndrome? Sounds familiar. Come on. Okay, okay. Ooh. Let's see if I can pull this off. This is gonna be kind of tricky. He's too far up now. Oh. No. No. No, 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 no. This is bad. Get over here, fat boo. Might be in a bit of a pickle now. Well, rip me. Oh well. Did it. Lavender tongue song? Cause kids some stuff by hearing it. Aye. Well, maybe those kids learned something. Imagine Boo. Have you heard the original Dinosaur music and how it can give you a headache? Was that what Emerald was referring to? Will you do a part 2 of this? I'm gonna say yes. But I think that this is probably gonna be a 2-parter like Kirby Superstar. I haven't decided if I'm gonna like do the Special Zoner yet. Special Zone is a lot of stuff in there is not really easy, just to say the least, if you're familiar with some of the levels in there. I threw out a couple games tonight because I was trying to decide, because I'm like, I could do this game, but I'm like, I could also do Donkey Kong, I could also do Final Fantasy X. That'd be more of a long-term one. I'm still not sure I can do that one yet, because I gotta check to see if I'm able to. Because, you know, YouTube copyright and stuff. I started playing Chrono Cross again, and unfortunately that game is off limits because every single music track is, will get me, my video demonetized. My stream demonetized. Or I would have to heavily, like, edit it. Which I'm not really fond of doing that. I don't have to. I don't like being copyrighted. It is the least fun thing to do on this website as a content creator. I don't really like erasing either. Like, I like the tool and I dislike it at the same time. There is a catch behind it. But wait, will you play a Pokemon game? I don't know. I'll think about it. But in all seriousness, if I wanted to do Pokemon, my preference would be probably like an older gen game. I don't know if it's ever coming to NSO, but I would totally do that just for fun. Whoa, whoa. Well, goodbye, Joshy. So you know the live-action Zelda movie is coming out in 2027. Yes, I'm aware. Maybe do Poke Park? No. Man. Didn't really have anywhere to go there. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Ah, shoot. Went a little too high. Do you know if Nick is busy today? He's at work. I believe he has Mondays off. Nah, he has Mondays off still. I think his other day off is either Thursday or Friday. Mystery Dungeon... we'll see. I've never played Mystery Dungeon, but I've always been curious about it. Oh, hello. Ah! Kamek, you're dumb. Oops. My bad, bro. I somehow did it, though. Alright, anyways, hold on. Pause for a second so I can read. Gotcha. Yeah, Nick had a little bit of a change in schedule. Also promotion, too, but yeah. Although eventually when he gets a job in his field, that will be different. I think they should do a new Mystery Dungeon game with a newer Pokemon. Don't be surprised if that's in development right now. Rumble, I see. Whoa, I probably shouldn't have done that. Getting a little hasty. Nope. See what I mean by hasty? Also lag input. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Do you know about the Rumble games? I'm aware of them, I just never played them. Haha. Take that, dry bones. Man, might not be making any more Rumble games. Hello, this one's gonna be fun. Gotcha. Nothing I could do there. Ah! Gotcha. I think the reason Missing Link got canceled was because it was a gacha game where you have to walk around in real life. They figured that it would not sell well like Pokemon Go, which did well. Okay. You have to be really careful when you do those type of games with those type of audiences, because you gotta make sure that the IP is gonna be good with people. Mayro triumphant over Lemmy Koopa, totally not named after Lemmy Keemster from Kilmister from Motorhead, totally not. Of Castle 3, Mayro's quest is starting to get much more difficult. Have you found the red and green switches yet? No, not even. So it's like Pokemon Go. So it's like, so they have like so it'd be like purchasable like items in store or something like that. Because Pokemon Go has it. Pokemon Go is not gacha, but it has purchasable items. It's not like you're summoning Pokemon for $300. Game was in development for 6 years. Dang. Oof. I'm just gonna put it out there that there's an Octopath Traveler, a gacha game, that I'm actually surprised that Square Enix decided to bring to the West. Because it's called Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. Yeah, it's a gacha game with Octopath Traveler. You weren't aware of that? I've actually known about that for a long time. I think I first heard about it way back in 2019, and I think back then it was like either just coming out or was getting ready to come out later that year or something. It came out only in Japan for the first part of it. Then it came out in America, and it didn't really like do well, which is why I was surprised. So I'm like, I like Octopath Traveler, but I like Octopath Traveler. Great series, by the way. You should totally check that out if you haven't. It's also a really challenging series. If you want a challenge, play Octopath Traveler. The end game stuff in both 1 and 2 is not easy. And then the stuff they did for the second or the first anniversary for 2, oh my gosh. Some people have said that it might be the hardest like challenge they've ever had in an JRPG. It's basically the final boss, but like way harder. I'm actually kind of impressed that they did that. Okay, I'm trying to remember what to do here, because I think there's 2 things you can do here. You can do this, but I think I have to do the level again. But I've always liked doing this. I feel like mostly anything Pokemon will sell well. Let me tell you something. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're right, but also at the same time. There's been some Pokemon apps that haven't done super well, like decently well. Pokemon Masters EX, before that, like that game's an okay-ish success for Pokemon, like a decent success. When that came out in its first month, it was plummeting. And they, like, the only reason that game is still alive today is because they were super generous in the beginning. I've never played Octopath Travel. Well, it's time to start today. Hee. It's a fun game. Should check it out sometime. I have my criticisms for both games. I think the second game is better than the first. I think it was interesting what I've seen over the years. Yes. They are good JRPGs. But the point I was getting at is that they are a much smaller audience than like Pokemon, for example. In fact, when the first game came out, Square Enix was not expecting it to be a hit at all. And it ended up exceeding demand and had to apologize. And the first game ended up selling a couple million, and the second one did like 1 million or 2 million. So it's not exactly like a flop, but like not like super juggernaut huge numbers. But doing a gacha game for like Octopath Traveler, that is like a super risky move. Although I understand that, from my understanding, the gacha game actually ties up some loose ends from the game. Have you heard of Mario the Lost Levels and how it was only released in Japan? Yep, I'm aware of that. And then Mario Bros. 2 is a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. Yep, I'm aware. The game is pretty tough. Well, yeah, it is. A few games in the series, it's not really true. Pokemon is sold bad. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee did not sell. I wouldn't say it sold like bad. I think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold like, for Pokemon standards, it's probably on the lower end, but like compared to like other game series, I'd say it still did pretty good. Just not as good as like other games in the series. Though I don't really blame people. The Let's Go games are kind of not really my cup of tea, and I don't think they're that great, personally. Not a fan. Like, Pokemon Go is already kind of a niche game already, but, so, like, I was not really sold on, like, oh, you gotta catch Pokemon with the Pokemon Go style. I'm like, well, I kind of already do this with Pokemon Go, so I don't really need this again, but whatever. Alright, goodbye, Joshy. Anyways, where was I? You think TCG Pocket is doing well? Yes, it is. It's doing very well right now. It's up there in the mobile app right now. I think it's like in the top 5. I mean, I haven't looked recently. I've been kind of not really paying attention to the charts the last few months for obvious reasons, but I'll have to look into it again. If you say... I'd say so, at least for now. Sharon, the Lost Levels of Mario. It's pretty bad how it did in Japan. Oh, in Japan? Still, in Pokemon terms, it could be considered bad, but like in other games, it's still like would be a pretty big success. I'm just saying. Like, for example, Zelda is a pretty popular series for Nintendo, but in Japan it's like a modest seller. Until we got Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Then they got to like a bigger level, sales-wise. Soda Lake. Oh! Nope. That's why we never seen another Let's Go game. Okay, hold on. I gotta stop reading the chat and trying to play. And remember when people were saying we were going to get Let's Go Johto? Thank goodness for that. Oh! There's nothing I could do there. I was pretty much screwed. I probably should concentrate, because this is one of the harder levels in the game. Oh! There's nothing I could do about that. Oh well. Alright, let me try and fully concentrate on this time. But I probably should have went back and got my boost. I have 62 freaking lives. Bro, come on. I hate these stupid bullet bills. It's like hard to get around them. They're still bugging to this day nonstop. People don't know what they want. I'm sorry. But I can tell you right now that I do not want another Let's Go game. Please and thanks. It was a one and done thing for me. I was like, neat concept, but not really my cup of tea. Not to mention, not a big fan of Trip. Or whatever his name is. I don't think that's his name. I don't know. I can't even remember. The rival. It was something just... I was like, eh, whatever. Can we just get blue, please? Blue's pretty cool. Give us more frickin'... that shows how irrelevant Let's Go is for me. I haven't even, like... I haven't even paid attention to that game in, like, years. Trace, okay. Whatever. That's what I say! The guy sucks! He's like, hi guys! I'm Trace! I'm gonna be your friendly rival for this game! Oh my gosh, you're so good and so talented! I'll get you next time, and then I don't get you next time. But then I became champion. Oh wait, I lost. Should I start doing some of the Star Road? Or should I just wait to do that until, like, the end? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the gym leaders are like, man, we feel bad for this Trace guy. Let's just give him the gym badges because we feel sorry for him. Just kidding. Well, that's his problem. But anyways, yeah, I just wasn't really a big fan of Let's Go. I remember playing that and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, the catching mechanic, nah. I'm like, no, like, let's not do that again. You have Pokemon Go for that, and that's fine. Just keep it relegated to that. Doing it and, Let's Go, I'm just like, no. Can I just do it normally, please, and thanks? Anyways. Star World 2! Not fast enough. I will say I do love how they had megas. Maybe. I kind of felt like you didn't even really need them. It kind of felt like overkill. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna win this gym. Let me just mega evolve my Pokemon and just destroy you. Yeah. Nope, we unlocked that one, and then I guess we can unlock this one, right? I kind of remember how to do this one, and alright, I gotta abandon Yoshi. Goodbye. Mass Chihuahua Man. Hello, welcome in. You're back. How you doing? Me? We're just playing a little bit of Mayro World, because I felt, well, there were options in the poll. I don't need you, Joshy. Just stopping by, so have fun. Oh! You're good. Well, the thought counts. Thank you very much for showing up. Hopefully we'll see you more in the futures. In future streams. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. That's fine. I ain't mad. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm not sure where I'm going to be ending off here. We're getting close to the 2-hour mark, so... I'm trying to remember what I have to do here. Is there any place over here that I can go to? Guess not. I don't remember, guys. Oh, hello. Whoa. Hello. You confused Trace with Trip. Is it really a surprise? I don't even remember what Trace's name was. That's why I was I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, I know it starts with a T. But then I was like, when I said Trip, I was like, oh crap, that's black and white. Black and white, the games are fine. Black and white, the anime, ugh. Ironically, not the worst series. Oh, by the way, bet you didn't know about that. You can also get moons over that way, but I have 70 frickin' lives, so it really doesn't matter for me. Not to mention, you can get more lives here, if you're lucky. Hey, look at that, I managed to snag one. I snagged a second one. And somehow got a third one, nice. Okay. Whoop. I want to turn that on. No, it's on the low end. Don't get me wrong. But that would go to Johto. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. Oh, I made it, but I had to sacrifice my power-ups. I'm pretty sure I gave a comprehensive opinion where I'd rate series, but... Oh, by the way, hi, what's up, Beast Mode God 1? Do you have to hit the blocks fast to get a life up? I don't think so. I think it's like random. You have to hit like 2 and just get lucky. But honestly, at this point, I have frickin' 73 lives. I don't think I'm hurting for lives, and... Okay. Whoa. Hey, buddy, that's dangerous. It's Beethoven, I think. What? I didn't know he could do that. I didn't realize. I'm like, oh crap, I'm running out of time. I thought he was shooting that up for a second. I was like, okay, buddy, you're just cheating out. was for when you went. You said you bet you didn't know about the. Just went up the warp pike. Oh, never you knew you could do that in this level. Oh, that? I discovered that by chance when I was a wee lad. I just jumped up at that moment. I'm like, wait, what? Ludwig von Koopa. Yeah, it's Beethoven. Days of composing Koopa sympathies and Castle number 4 are over. The force of illusion lies ahead. Mayro must use his brain to solve the puzzles of the perplexing forest. Best wishes isn't the best. Gotcha. Yep. Johto, yeah. The original series, Kanto Orange Islands, is better. Johto is, ooh, you. Yeah, Johto Journeys, oof. I say to people, if you're gonna watch that part of the series, you got a lot to skip. There's a lot of skippable episodes in Johto. The league is pretty good though. It's one of the stronger leagues in the series. I kind of disagree on the Kanto part. I agree to some extent that some parts of Kanto is not the best. A lot of the battles haven't really aged particularly well, but that's kind of more so, you know, the times it was released in, so I don't really, like, judge it so much for that. I mean, you could say the same thing for any of the series. Alright. Whoa! Sorry, Joshy. Goodbye. Gym leader battle. Well, okay. Some of the gym leader battles, yes. But there's also some really good gym battles in there. Pikachu versus Raichu. Despite, you know, being in that series, thematically is one of the best battles in the series. Early series. Charizard versus Magmar is still pretty cool. I mean, there's some problems, like, okay, we're gonna lay it out. Okay, when it comes to Brock, yes, Ash was at, like, he pretty much had, it was kind of a bad matchup. Let's just be real. And he could have came back and won that if he really wanted to later on, get Squirtle, and he'd be good. And technically, he would have won that battle because it kind of soaked frickin' Onyx, but yeah. Okay, yes. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. Yes, Sabrina was not good. Even when I was a wee lad watching that, I was like confused. I was like, why? Also, Haunter being on the team was kind of a missed opportunity. I was kind of digging that vibe for a little bit, and they took it away from me. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay, I will give that. Sabrina, bad. Brock would have been fine. You know what? No. I am not accepting that. By the way, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm kind of in the middle of talking about my thoughts on the gym battles. Brock would be fine. It kind of ended because like his siblings were like, "You can't beat up my brother!" Oh my gosh, I am having such bad luck right now. I gotta pay attention to the game. Oh come on! This is bad news, Bears. Okay, now that I'm in a good spot. Okay, really? How am I supposed to get through? How am I supposed to get Get through! Bruh, I'm about ready to just be like, screw it. Just kill me now. Kill me now. Just kill me now. Can you kill me now? Good. Alright, I'm gonna be dumb and try to get a small Mario. I'm trying to remember. There is a way to get up. I just don't remember how. Maybe I don't have to go back. Alright. Die again. Don't worry, I have 1,000,000 lives, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go back to the secret area and top secret area and get ourselves buffs. Okay, well, we're not in the level and I'm like can actually, you know, talk and do this. Okay, Brock, okay, yeah, we should have probably let them finish that battle, even though Ash kind of got unfairly handed, you know, hitting the sprinklers and stuff. And we would have taken out Onyx for sure by that point. So a little bit of an unfair advantage. This is before Soak was a thing in the series. Because technically something similar happened in the battle in Sun and Moon against Hapu. Or whatever her name is, the girl with the Mudsdale. The only difference is this is like, you know, that was more natural and this is not. So, there's that. So, yeah, not really the best. Ash versus Misty, okay. Ash versus Misty didn't get finished. However, you can. I would like to argue that Ash was probably going to win that battle anyways. He had the advantage over her. Starmie was literally stated to be low on health. So, he literally, like, would have won, but guess who kind of ruined the moment? Team Rocket. Not gonna lie, I will say this. I like Team Rocket, but in the original series, besides like their character development episodes, they have a lot of moments where I'm just like, man, you guys are like not good. You're like more a nuisance than anything. And I do get like it's a joke that they just show up in every episode and they do the same thing, which kind of makes it a little on the repetitive side. Which is one thing that like, even though Horizons has ditched Team Rocket and Ash and all that, I don't miss that, having that like every single episode. It does get a little repetitive after a while, which is why I like in later series that they don't appear in every single episode. But anyways, yeah, I will say, I will make that argument that in the original series they were kind of a nuisance at times. But besides the fact, oh, 2 up, 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 2 ups. Dang it, I am almost at full lives. I'm not even trying here. Anyways, back to the point. Okay. And then we established that Lieutenant Surge is still one of the best battles in the series thematically. At least in the early series. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Ash versus Erica, I get that that also got interrupted. The thing about it, though, is that Ash had a very selfless moment in the episode where he literally, you know, went back in the gym that was literally on fire and saved a Pokemon life. So he didn't earn the battle through. He didn't earn it through battling, but like he did something that was very noble, I guess. So, and that was something that I did like in Journeys that was brought up when she came back. Because the whole thing was he was kicked out of the gym because he wasn't a girl and stuff. That would be one of my bigger criticisms for the original series, is that Team Rocket were... While they had some of their best character moments in the original series, like their backstories were, for the most part, all good. But there are times where they were like, it's like, okay guys, can we not? Can we not? There's one particularly bad moment for them, which almost ruins their characters. You might know what I'm talking about before I even mention it. There was one particularly bad moment for them, and I went the wrong way. Yes, okay, and I'm trying to think. Okay, Sabrina, we established that's the worst. No one's gonna question that. Yeah, that went from actually being cool because she seemed very threatening. Not to mention she captured Brock and Misty, and that was kind of like a whoa. Are they gonna be okay? Kind of thing. And then Haunter makes her laugh, so haha. Funnies. Here's your gym badge. You made me happy. Haha. Ash versus Koga was legitimate. Which moment you were referring to, the band episodes? No, not really. I'd say that one moment is both funny and kind of creepy. If you know what I mean, what I'm referring to. Blue Switch Palace. I'm trying to think, where was I at? Okay. Ash vs. Koga, we established that was a legitimate gym battle. That one I have no qualms with. I think I screwed up. Oh well. I have 88 lives anyways. Oh, did you not catch what I said about the Misty battle? Okay. That's what I literally was getting at. Even though he did not win that battle, he pretty much had it in the bag. Let's just be real. If they didn't get interrupted, Ash was beating Misty. Starmie was literally said to be low on HP. So he was pretty much on the verge of winning. So you can argue that he was pretty much right there. Anyways, where was I? Ash vs. Koga, legit. Ash vs. Blaine, I will say that does have a really bad moment, and I think that might be more so with the dub. I don't know about the original Japanese version. I never watched that. The whole aim for the horn thing. That's one of the more awkward lines in the series, especially dub. So I don't know if that's like just a dubism moment or if it's like he says something similar in Japanese. I'm just gonna say that it probably was a dubism moment. That was more of the Ash, are you really gonna be a Pokemon Master? Because at this rate, I don't think you're gonna make it. Kind of an idiot. Charizard versus Magmar is fine. Now, I will say another point of contention for me is that we didn't get Ash versus Giovanni. Instead, we got frickin' Ash versus Team Rocket for the billionth time. And I went the wrong way again. That being said, it was kind of a neat concept that, hey, in this gym battle, if your Pokemon take damage, you take damage. So it adds some stakes to it. But yeah, it's also kind of frustrating when you get that tie-in to the movie and you get Gary versus Giovanni, which is actually a neat moment in the series. It's also a moment where Gary kind of gets taken down a peg or two, actually. Because up to that point, he was kind of just a jerk. So I was kind of hoping we'd get, you know, Ash versus Giovanni, and we kind of never really got a full-on battle. We had that one moment where they did meet, but it was very brief, and it was just like, oh, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. Would have actually liked a resolution to, like, Team Rocket. But, yeah. Oh, well. It ain't happening now. So yes, I will concede that yes, the gym battles aren't the best. It's also kind of more so the fact that I don't think they were planning on the series being, you know, 1,000 episodes long. Didn't really seem like it was planned for that in the beginning. Then it kind of became pretty popular, and they're like, yeah, we gotta expand this. And I will also admit that it has the worst league in the series. Like, unquestionably the worst league in the series. So you gotta be asking yourselves at this point, Mitchellmander, why do you put Kanto Orange Island so high up if it has all these issues? Well, that's where I'm getting to. I personally think that, like, when it comes to memorable episodes, nothing beats the original series when it comes to memorability. Yes, some of the gym battles were not great. Yes, the league was really bad. We're not gonna forgive that. I don't consider the original series to be my favorite series. I've already said that. Okay, yes, Charmeleon just evolved because it wanted to. Not excusing that, but the original series, in my opinion, has some of the most memorable episodes in Pokemon. There is, like, no questioning that. Character of the day was a douche. God, it's been a long time since I watched that. I think I know who that was. God, I can't remember how to get to that door out there. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. I just don't remember it. I haven't played this game in so long. Oh, and these ghosts scare me. Oh, never mind. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we're not wasting our time, guys. We're moving this along. Aha! That's how we get up here. We did it. I'm so smart. I'm so smart, guys. I did it. 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 Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, where does this go? Hello. Mitchell, don't you think the countless filler of Johto was memorable too? No. There might be like a few that I can think of. Okay, maybe that wasn't the way to go. Dang it! Guess I gotta go through the regular door. Oh, I'm small, Mario. I'm gonna die. Look, when I get into these passionate moments, I just forget I'm playing a game and then I just die. Over and over again. I'm trying to think, yeah, but like, let's just be real. When people think about the Pokemon anime, they think about various moments in the series that you just don't get as often with the other Pokemon series. By the time they got to Johto, I think they kind of were like establishing the series more, so I don't think the writing was necessarily better in like all aspects. I think at that point they're like, okay, we can't really, you know, have him just like earn these gym badges like without battling the Pokemon. So they kind of started implementing that, but like, yeah, we got to make him win these gym battles. So that's one thing that changed, and I think I know what I got to do here. Oh, okay, we're not doing that. Okay. Alright, another bonus. Big Pac-Man, the reason why I say Joe was writing no more weird beach or Safari Zone episodes, very questionable things. No, just a lot of Johto is just boring in my opinion. There are some filler episodes that are fine, I guess. Like the one where one girl falls in love with Brock, I guess, but like it's also like it's like the first 3-year series, and I don't think it was like necessarily done the best. I think it was you could easily burn out from the series during that time. But the Kanto has more memorable episodes. You think about stuff like Ash's first capture. Obviously, he didn't befriend it. He just caught it. And then again, it's a Caterpie, so like usually pretty easy to catch. Also catches Pidgeotto, but Pidgeotto kind of sucks. Let's just be real. We did it. We keep winning over here. I'm trying to remember everything here. Where was I? Yeah, like, there's just more memorable episodes. You think about that. I think of the episode with Bill. I think about the SS Ann arc. Then the giant Pokemon. Like, those are episodes that really stick in my mind. And there's episodes in other series that stick in my mind very vividly. But, like, there's some of the more iconic ones. Like, Bye Bye Butterfree. Even though he didn't have his, Caterpie Metapod Butterfree for, like, the super longest time. That one still kind of... I still felt something from that all. And you just kind of don't get that as much in Johto. It's more spread out in Johto because there's just more Johto. Kanto has probably the best pacing of the series. Just because it's a lot shorter. Which is why a lot of people think, like... I notice that whenever people bring it up, they're like, yeah, the pacing in that part of the series is just better. Which makes sense. You're not really covering 3 years and you gotta, like, spread time out. So that makes sense. Oh, another thing, too, is that, like... Oh. Why did I do that? I do think things started to get kind of better. Like, Orange Islands, I have some issues with Orange Islands, but... Hey, we got Snorlax. And Charizard obeys Ash. That wouldn't have happened without... Orange Islands. I mean, they could have probably wrote it in Johto or something, I don't know. I'm trying to remember all the secrets around here. I know there's another one in the frickin' haunted house, but I'm not worried about that one right now. Snorlax the best. I just think Kanto is much easier to digest than Johto. Although Advanced Generation is not my favorite either. I think they did a better job with that one. I also think that it also benefits from having Battle Frontier. Oh, I thought I screwed up for a second. Sinnoh is still one of the best series for me. I think the main criticism for Sinnoh is its pacing is kind of slow. Especially getting towards the end. 4 years in Sinnoh, and, that was one thing I'll give Advanced Generation is that, like... Battle Frontier was at least, like, fresh and kind of was a change of pace and not being in that same region. Going back to Kanto, but it's Kanto but with a twist. Okay, Ash versus Gary, that was like the finale of their arc there, which concluded in Johto. I will give Johto this. The league is good. The league is good in Johto. We got closure with Ash versus Gary. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl has pacing issues. I will give it that. That's one thing that brings it down a bit. Other than that, I mean, it's got the best rival in the series. It's got Dawn's one of the better companions in my opinion. Although I personally wish she had a different goal than May ultimately. Because in my opinion, I think all the characters should have like different like goals and ideals and stuff what they're doing for. And we already did. Oh, hello. I was about to be squashed there. Kind of hoping she'd have like a different goal in the contest, but oh well. different take than May, I guess. Yeah, some of the filler, like some filler in Sinnoh's fine, some not so much. Orange Isles gave us finally Ash versus Gary. Oh, that was like, yeah, before that? That was before their final battle. Ash only won the one time. Technically, didn't he fight? I want to say he fought Gary again right before he went to Sinnoh? And lost. Oh, what? How did I avoid that? Dang it. I'll just wait for this. Hold on. Final Battle Frontier, they battled. Mario Death Course is great, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be fun! Geronimo! Whoa! 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 You know, I just realized I don't need any more 1-ups because I am at 99 lives, so at this point... yeah, let's go. Hey, it's Trent Reznor. From industrial rock band 9 Inch Nails. But yeah, Final Battle Frontier, they battled. Yep, which gave him the goal to go to Sinnoh. Yep. So they wasn't sure what to do now. They beat the Battle Frontier. I don't know if I can complete this one without, we might be fine. Hold on. We might be fine. We might be fine. We might be fine. Hold on. We might be fine. Hold on. I don't know yet, but we might be fine. Please. Just a little bit further. Yes. 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 Oh, sorry. Goodbye, Joshy. Yep. Gotcha. Dang it. Coffee. Need some water. Ooh. Good. I've been rehydrated. Where was I at? Yeah. I think one of my least favorite things about Advanced Generation though is Ash not really having a rival that series. And before you say it, no. Morrison was a very much last minute addition. Isn't there like a no. Let's not go here. Let's go here. 'Cause I wanna say there's a secret here, but it just leads over there. Oh, hello. That was kind of unintentional, but okay. I don't need any more lives! I got 99! What is this luck? I can't store any more lives! Okay, good. Ah, okay. He wasn't really ready last time he appeared before the league a bit. That's when it was Tyson. I still think he was very much last minute, though. He didn't really make much of an impact in the series. which is kind of my issue there. Morrison, I didn't really care for Morrison either. He's one of the weaker rivals in my opinion. I just think it's funny that he's voiced by Goku in both Japanese and English. That is funny. And that has to be, like, on purpose. I want to say... Oh, jeez Louise. There is a pipe somewhere I can go in, I swear. Yes! Hello. Excuse me. He wasn't. I also feel like at that point the main rival was still Gary. He just wasn't doing Gym's leagues anymore. Which it's like, well, kind of not really doing much as your main rival though. So I don't really think they kind of really did the best job there personally. But anyways, yes, Paul is the best. I mean, that's kind of like a unanimous decision. Because, like, my main critique for Gary is that he's just not super present. Whereas Paul has a very much a presence in the series. Gary's presence is more so, like, he's just antagonizing Ash. But, like, you don't really see them battling. Whereas with Paul, they battle very often. And the difference between the two of them is like what drives their rivalry. You want to say that? Definite best rival. Because though Alon is great, I think I don't know if he's really at the level of Alon. Paul. I was gonna say, I was like, okay. Alon, I have some mixed feelings on. I don't think that he's like... I'm not saying he's a bad rival or anything, but like... Sawyer was really more so the rival for Ash that series. Alon, he was introduced in Mega Evolution, which, don't get me wrong, a good way to introduce his character. Before bringing him into the series, which is nice. I just think that... by the time Alon shows up in the series, you know, we're at the last part of the series. Getting ready to kind of, you know, wrap things up. Oh, I didn't really do the best, so it doesn't matter. I have 99 lives. I think Alon... I don't know. I see what they were trying to do with Alon, though. No, this is the way to go back up. Is that everything in the Force of Illusion? It might be. He used Gary when he needed to, and it counted. Like I said, he motivated Ash to keep going forward and giving him encouragement against Brandon seeing extra virus. Yeah, I still don't know if I would count him as a main rival since he wasn't really like doing the same. I don't know. I guess we agree to disagree on that point because he's not really a main. Like really, their rivalry came to a conclusion at the Johto League, in my eyes. That's just my one critique for AG is I think he should have had a different rival by that point. Because when we got Paul and Sinnoh, that really was like a big deal. But anyways, back to the point I was getting at. Like I actually like Alon. It's just that like I think he was somewhat mishandled. Not somewhat like okay. He was already presented that he was a very strong trainer, and the Mega Evolution specials show that like yes, he took on 10 characters in a row with Megas and won, including an Elite Four member, which shows that he is he definitely is strong. Now, when he met Ash in the series, he wasn't really impressed with him because Ash didn't really like put up the best fight their first time, but he did well enough to intrigue Alon a little bit. When they had their second battle, he actually got quite excited. However, the one problem I have is that the problem is Ash never won against Alon. don't need that one up either. Sorry, I'm like trying to do this and trying to once again I am trying to play the game and like try to have this conversation, which is kind of hard to do, especially when I'm platforming here. Okay, just to try and get my point across, and then I'll continue. Okay, so when they had their second battle, we had Matang versus Noivern, I believe, which, in my opinion, I think that in that exhibition match, I think it should either been a tie or Ash may have like pressured Alon or something, but he lost there. But they were still battling, and he was actually giving him a little bit of. Oh, I'm an idiot. What am I gotta stop doing this. Where I'm like, let me pause again because I gotta concentrate on what I'm saying. The problem though comes like with Alon and like his goal in the series. He wants to become stronger, but like he wasn't actively doing the league. And this is where the problem lies. Because Ash is the one that's like, oh, are you participating in the league? And he's like, nope. And then Ash is like, but there's going to be strong trainers. And then he was like, oh, that makes me somewhat interested. I'm kind of interested. And then he proceeds to just power his way through the leagues and literally like destroys all the gym leaders. Like we can assume he did because like he defeated Karina like easy. Like, it was not, like, the easiest thing in the world. Whereas, like, Ash, he kind of struggled in a lot of his gym battles. But still, like, he overcame most of them. So, they were building up this hard work versus natural talent thing that we've seen in other series. And that Pokemon has done it before. Ash versus Paul was pretty much a prime example of that. You know, Ash is the hard work. You know, Paul's the natural talent. So, we were building it up, and then he suddenly makes it to the league. But, like, his inclusion in the league is not really done the best. Whereas with Paul, it makes sense, because, you know, that's ultimately their goal. You see that through the series. And, like Alon is presented as, like, a wall, really, for Ash to try and overcome here. But, like, the problem is how the league was handled. Like, let's just be real. Like, the Kalos League, it's not one of the better leagues. Like, the battles towards the end are good. It's just that, like, the pacing and kind of just the writing when it comes to this league is not really very well done. It's pretty clear that the writing went into the Team Flare arc. And the Team Flare arc is good, but not at the cost of the league. Because that's kind of the main thing for the series. And when the main thing for the series is kind of just coming off rushed and then it just, you know, falls flat in the end. Yeah, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. That's why, like, in hindsight, I don't really rank Kalos in my top 3. Or X and Y in my top 3 anymore. Back then, I was like, okay, it's a contender for, like, number 1, and now I'm like, I maybe rank it number 4 in my series, which some people will probably, like, scream at me for, but, like, yeah, like, the previous series, like, you know, you have Ash, he only made the quarterfinals in most of them. Sinnoh, he made the semifinals, but, like, he kind of had a little bit of a struggle to get up there, you know? Not for every single trainer he went up against, but, like, for some of them, yeah. But when you go in this league, he easily wins his first. We don't even see the full match there. And then the next episode, he's winning his quarterfinal match. Like, what? It's against a character he lost to in the movie. And, like, Sawyer, I think, like, Sawyer versus Tierno in that episode was actually, like, the main highlight. And it was actually a fun battle, but, yeah. Not to mention, you know, we get, you know, to Ash versus Sawyer and Ash versus Alon. Ash vs. Sawyer is great. I don't think anyone's going to, like, debate whether that's, you know, good or bad. It does have some issues towards the end of the second episode, because some of the battles towards the end clearly get a little rushed. Let's just be real. They kind of had to kind of just, like, it's like, okay, we gotta try and cram this into, like, 2 episodes, so let's wrap things up. So I would say, like, there are 2 issues I have with the Sawyer battle. It's that, and then Halucha was kind of, like, done very dirty. Like, very dirty. But then, excuse me. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I'm not sick or anything. It's just, maybe it's, like, something I ate today. Ugh. But yeah, let me catch back up in the chat really quickly. and then I'll get to like my spiel here. Wasn't doing the league until after that when Ash was already at 7 badges in, which I don't like. They should have had him. If they wrote it properly, it would have been like, yeah, I've been doing the league here and there, or like, yeah, I'm also participating. Like that could have been, written a little better. I don't kind of threw Alon in there, and it kind of just felt phoned in, honestly. Sawyer made sense. Tierno made sense. Alon, not really, since he wasn't interested in it. League was a rush. Skip the city. Yeah, Astrid. No complaints. Sawyer. Yep. It has issues, though. I wish it was 3-parter. Yeah, I probably would have, made it a little bit better. Costume of Haluchas for nothing. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that one was like bad. Like, why do that? That was actually kind of an insult. Like you give him this nice costume and then he just loses like that. Come on now. But the worst part of that, like we're getting there. Like Gudra was very much disrespected at the end of that league. I can understand they would be like, okay, he hasn't trained it in a little bit, since it's been, he released it. But like, come on, guys. It like didn't really have any memorable moments after like it came back. Like why? Why do that? Oh yeah, I can go back and just think. Unfortunately, people overhype him a bit too much. It's a bit with people who really didn't watch all of X and Y and just came in for the Ash Greninja stuff. I watched the whole of X and Y, and I can tell you right now that I like Alon. I think his writing in the Mega Evolution stuff was cool, but like his inclusion in the league kind of sours it for me a bit because it just wasn't really done well. And then we get to his battle, and the problem with his battle is that, like, he's got, like, a powerhouse team, but, like, we didn't know about any of these Pokemon beforehand besides Matang, which is now Metagross. And, like, the first episode was great, besides the one part that was kind of weird with Halucha, just suddenly just, like, having some weird power-up the moment. That part was kind of just like, oh, okay, I guess. It's kind of just, like, can we kind of, what is this? It's like got Kaioken or something like that. Or it's like heating up or something. It's just pumped up and it's like, okay. I guess. Pikachu was great. Tyranitar, Metagross. And then he was beating up on Charizard. Then we go into the second episode. And the second episode, man, what the heck? It went from Ash having the advantage to Alon just suddenly getting the advantage. It's like, Pikachu's like, oh, I'm tired now. And Charizard's like, I'm done playing around. I just one-shot you. Or whatever it was. I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched that episode. And then I think Bisharp defeated Gudra, like, very easily. And that one stung even worse than the previous episode. Or the Sawyer battle where it, like, tied. Which I'm like, okay, not great, but it tied. It didn't full-on lose. This was a full-on loss, and Greninja had to kind of clean up its mess. And then Charizard versus Ash Greninja was great. It's just that you give him like this super powered-up Mega Shuriken, and then it just, goes out like that. Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball. Like, I feel like they could have done that a little bit better, because, like, Ash never won against Alon. So they made it clear that he is a powerful trainer, but like the whole hard work versus natural talent, they kind of fumbled here. And then again, the Team Flare arc is great, but like not at the expense of the league. It does not. That arc does not make up for the league at all. Anyways, that's my whole spiel. So I like Alon, but I don't think how he was handled in the league was good. I wouldn't say it completely ruined him, but, like, it doesn't really do him any favors. Yeah, got Emerald. You just opened up a can of worms. I just realized I have over 1 million points. Nice. Yeah, like, I said this way back when. Like, it would be... Oh, I remember this. Watch what happens. Mario's confused, and he's just like... And then he gets blown up. Mayro found his way through the force of illusion and has put an end to the Roy Koopa. of Castle 5. Then he somehow comes back, and now you can play him in Mario Kart. Onward to the dangerous but tasty chocolate island. Okay, I think we got a good point to stop here. Because if I keep going, we're gonna, like, the next stream, the last stream will be like an hour long. But yeah, like I said back then, you know, they should have they should have still made, like, Alon still present himself strong, which, to be fair, being ranked number 6 in the world is a pretty big deal when you're, you know, going up against a bunch of champions. That's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, that is good. That is impressive. It's just that how they just pair him up against Leon, and Leon just proceeds to just bully him. And his Charizard, which was presented to be strong, you know, beating Ash Greninja, even at Ash Greninja's best, and it goes down like a chump. He literally got the Trevor treatment. What happened to Trevor in the Kalos League? That's what happened to Alon in the Pokemon World Championships. Literally. That has to be one of the most controversial decisions the series has ever made. And that's why Journeys was, like, so hit and miss with, like, a lot of its characters. Like, some of its returns were good. Some were returned. Some were, like, respected, like Lily. I cannot complain about that. That is still one of the best episodes in Pokemon. Her reuniting with her father. They literally did that justice. I have the only like minor thing in that episode that's kind of just funny is that, like, Ash, Go, and Koharu, their, like, inclusion in the episode actually wasn't really needed. They could have done the episode without them and it would have been like perfect. But yeah. But, like, some of them were great. Some of the returns were great. Like, that was great. Serena's return was pretty good for the most part. Some other ones, not so much. Alon is pretty much the elephant in the room there. There's a few others I can think of, but I don't really want to get into the whole of that. They still made him look weak in the Masters 8. Yep, Alon could never be as bad as Trevor. No, but, like, that was still pretty bad. Let's just be real. That was, he kind of got spanked, and then Diantha kind of got just, like, Romful stopped by, like, freaking Rillaboom taking out 4 of its Pokemon. What? Not even Charizard? What? Come on now. And you expect me to believe that Ash was able to handle this guy? And win? Nah. Alon, what happened? Ash just disrespected you. Got Rillaboomed. I don't know. I just think that, like, they made a... Again, I've said this before, and I'll say this again. They did it when they made Sir Knight lose. Sir Knight, oh, that guy. I'll tell him that. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna message him like, hey, Sir Knight, you lost in Pokemon. What do you have to say about this? He's probably gonna start spamming me random stuff then. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I've said this before and I'll say this again. Journeys was a series that, you know, it was pretty clearly the culmination of Ash's journey. I kind of knew that was going to be the case. I just didn't want to say it because I knew people would yell at me, but I guess my intuition in the beginning was right, so I probably should have made that video in hindsight. Would have been funny going back and looking at all the comments telling me I was wrong. Only for me to be right. Anyways, yeah, Journeys was a series that is very much, like, a lot of people call it the wasted potential series. I just think that it was too overly ambitious for its own good. I think when you're bringing back all these old characters, like these legacy characters, and, you know, you're still traveling around and doing all kinds of random different things, and you're doing your, like, typical Pokemon anime stuff. Yeah, it kind of, you know, it is overly ambitious. So, like, trying to do all this, it is, like, you got to be careful with that stuff. And Some stuff they did good, some stuff they did not do very well. So, unfortunately, the series kind of, like, as a conclusion for Ash Ketchum, yeah, kinda was very flimsily handled at various times. I don't think people really yelled at me in the Marnie video. The Raichu video, though, people literally took that at face value and thought I was being 100% serious. I actually went back and I realized there's a lot of comments that aren't publicly available on that one. And it's because YouTube basically went out of their way to basically be like, yeah, this is like, even YouTube themselves were like, yeah, there's like, these comments are inappropriate. I saw some pretty nasty stuff, guys. I saw some nasty things. I got slurs thrown at me in that video. I got slurs thrown at me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Some of it was bad. And they were going over, at the time I was doing the Boruto anime. I think that was when, I forget what arc was going on. I think that was, the Kara actuation arc or whatever it was. And they were going over those videos and being like, Pikachu didn't evolve, you idiot. Yeah, I got slurs thrown at me, dude. I was told about how dumb I am. I got called a clickbaiter. I said I was basically just farming, you know, views and stuff. I got accused of a lot of different stuff in that one. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I had a full-fledged harassment campaign when it came to that video. I made that, and that was a joke video. Like, be real, guys. You're gonna look at a video and it says Pikachu is totally gonna evolve in this episode. Do you think I'm being serious? If you go watch that video, I'm just being sarcastic. You'll know when I make a joke video, because I ain't using my typical voice. I am just, like, screwing around. But you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, when I get these type of reactions, it only makes me want to make more joke videos. Which means I need to make that Arvin video at some point, whenever I feel motivated to do that. But yeah, I still remember that to that day. I could not believe the type of comments. I'm like, good lord. You know, I knew the anti-poke community could be toxic, but I'm like, to this degree? And also to take what I said at face value that seriously? Yeah. It's like, come on, man. And then some people took my Ash or the Liko X Roy joke video seriously too. You know, a certain person, Beast Mode God, you'd get a kick out of what I got in that video. I got something really funny from that one. Anyways, could never yell like it did. Where was I? Or with the Vico video. Yep. It really was. I think they fumbled it for sure, especially on the Project Mew and after Masters. Yeah! And I liked Project Mew, but they completely fumbled with Project Mew in the end. At that point, I was like, I don't even care about Project Mew anymore. Just throw it in the garbage, please. Maybe if you aren't smart or haven't watched much about Pokemon series. I don't know. I feel like some people just clicked on the video, watched like a little bit of it, and they're like, okay, yeah, this guy's clickbaiting. Dislike! Let me like cuss them out. And throw a bunch of slurs at them, because haha, funny. I'm on Chocolate Island, by the way. See how long it is since I played this game? I played it in 2020 and 21. But yeah, that's the fun thing about being a content creator on here. Sometimes you get people that are outside your sphere of like creation. Like, you always want to get new people in as a YouTuber and stuff like that, but sometimes you'll get people like that and they just they can't help themselves. 4 years. 5 if you count the first save file there, yeah. I mean, some of these go back to 2019. I played most of these games. Okay, anyways, there's your look into Mitchell Mander's past YouTube. I get what you mean. Yeah. That's what you gotta deal with as a content creator. You're gonna have people that are your regulars, and you're gonna have some people that show up and want to cause trouble. Something came out. We've already had a few people up in here that have caused problems over the years. Thinking of a specific somebody that I don't want to really get into, but yeah, and a few others too. Just comes with the job, or hobby, whatever you want to call this. Anyway, it's in game news. I'll take a look in a little bit. I gotta use the restroom and kind of pack up here, and then I'll take a look at Discord once I'm done. Here, I think you know who you mean. Yeah, you know who I'm referencing. If you know, you know. Beast Mode God's over here, like, do I want to know who they're talking about? It's a long story, Beast Mode God. Unfortunately, I can't go into it because, yeah, it was complicated. Hello, Kelsey. We'll be really quick because we're going to be getting out of here in a minute. I know this isn't a Pokemon video, but episode 95 of Horizons, the audience bothered me, if you know what I mean. Are you talking about how they were, like, simping for the explorers and not bothered by what they were doing? I see what you mean. My counter to that is that they probably thought it was all show. And someone like Alt was close by and kind of realized that it was he could see through them. The problem is when you have a public perception of something, sometimes it's hard to convince people. Don't want to get into the nitty gritty of it, but there's kind of something going on in real life now that despite obvious lies being said, some people support a certain somebody. I'm alluding to something, but I don't want to get into it because it's not what the stream's for. But yeah, when you have public perception for when some people have a certain public perception of something, they don't really see through. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. But I can see why that's a criticism for the episode. Case closed is great, especially the movies. Okay. Anyways, y'all, I've been kind of just sitting here on the screen, just chit-chatting. You guys got anything before we get on out of here? Case closed. I have not. Oh, Detective Conan. Today, chatter another time. Probably another time because it's almost 11 now. I probably got to get going to bed. Hold on, what the heck? Oh! Oh, Jeff. What are you sending me? Okay, when do you think you're coming back to the game? Do you mean this game specifically? Probably on Wednesday next week. I would say. Yeah, probably next Wednesday. That would be the plan. Or I could do it on Monday. I don't know. Although I had a thought for Monday, but I haven't fully decided, though. If you know what I mean, hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyways, do you guys have anything else before I close off the stream and go to sleepy sleep? There's 6 of you here. I know Kelsey, I don't know if you're still here. Is there anything else you want to say before we get on out of here? Almost halfway through the year. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Okay. Wait, what's going on in Discord? Jeez Louise, you guys. I'm trying to stream here, too. Oh, I see. You saw my post. I'll tell Jeff that when I see him. Probably on Friday. Jeff is A-okay. Well, if you guys don't have anything, we've been on the screen forever, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I got to pee really bad, so I might want to go ahead and do that, and then Matt's going to walk in the door in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to be heading out, so if you're still here, thank you for joining me. We'll probably do this next Wednesday, or Monday if I can't figure out things on Monday. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, I'm tired. Time for sleepy sleeps. Anyways. Alright, guys. I'll probably see if you guys are here for the Horizon stream. We're doing that on Saturday. If you don't see you then probably see you next week sometime. Anyways, I'm out. Have a good day or night wherever you're at, and I'll see you all later. Bye now.